Hey guys, welcome back to Ducks Hockey and More. I wanted to talk about the Ducks, Anaheim Ducks specifically. It is Saturday, the 11th of February. We're going to talk about where they're at right now, the current status of the team, the state of the team, anything that's going on. Stick around. All right, hey guys, welcome back. Ducks Hockey and More. Thanks for watching. Listen, for you hockey fans that are interested in the Ducks and for Ducks fans, this video is definitely for you because we're just going to talk about where they are right now, how they're, the last little bit of this current season and how they've been playing and some of the things, negative, positive, all that good stuff. So it won't be too long, but let's just get right into it. So Anaheim Ducks. So it's Super Bowl weekend. Tomorrow's a Super Bowl. The Ducks actually play tomorrow. They've got a matinee game tomorrow against Vegas. So right before the Super Bowl, the Ducks are going to be on the ice playing. So don't forget to watch that. I definitely will. I'd rather watch the Ducks lose than watch the Super Bowl. But that's just me because I'm all hockey. Bleed orange right here, baby. So listen, currently the Ducks, they just lost to the Pittsburgh Penguins last night, Friday, okay? Prior to that, okay, in the last 5 games, going into their last game against Pittsburgh, the previous 5 games, they had 9 points in those 5 games. So they almost, they won 4 out of the 5, got a point in the shootout loss to Dallas. So, overall, the team has been playing much better. Game against Pittsburgh on Friday, and in watching that game, it was almost like that previous 5 games and the team's improved play, they regressed big time. They took a huge step back. They looked awful, quite honestly. There were moments, just like, earlier on the season where you'd watch them play, and there were moments but for, the 60 minutes that they need to play well, okay, they did not. They played well probably in the last half of that third period. They scored a couple of goals to make it 6-3, but they lost 6-3 to Pittsburgh. At one point, it was 6-1 Pittsburgh. It was pretty bad. So their current record after that loss, okay, their current record's 53 games played. Can't believe it's 53 games already. So we only got, 29 games left in the season? Jeez, my knees, dude, really? Okay. It's almost over. Jeez. They are currently 17-30-6, 40 points. So not so great. And they're a minus 83 on the year in overall goal differential, which is worst, dead last in the NHL. So they're still sucking it up on the defensive side. Here's the killer. Okay, let's just talk about what a joke it was to watch that game last night. They lost. Like I said, they were down 6-1 at one point. The Ducks had 59 shots against. Okay, Pittsburgh had 59 shots on goal. 59 people, and it could have been even worse. Okay, the Ducks had 16 blocked shots in that game, so they were doing really well. Blocking shots on the penalty kill and that thing. So you think they had there was 59 shots on goal on Gibson, right? They had 16 blocked shots. Well, that easily could have been damn near 70 shots on goal had they not blocked those shots, right? So, I mean, just Pittsburgh came out, and it's almost like if I'm a team playing the Anaheim Ducks, I know that if I get my player, if I'm the coach, I'm going to tell him, you go out there and you hustle early. Bang some bodies, win those battles, get those pucks, and shoot the puck. Shoot like crazy. The Ducks are going to let you. And the more shots a team gets, Gibson's good, guys. He's good. He's really good. Some of the saves he made that game, Gibson, that is, played so well and had some amazing saves. Okay, and it just goes to show you, Pittsburgh came out and absolutely dominated the Ducks. They were out shooting us like crazy. They were winning all the battles. They were... their passes were crisp, they're clean, whereas the Ducks were turning the puck over and Zegras had a goal to tie the game. I think it was in the first period, which was great goal, by the way, but that's all we had to show. and the Pittsburgh Penguins didn't stop. They just kept pushing, and extended their lead. It ended up being it was 6-1 at one point. I mean, my God, dude. That shot total, okay, of 59, Gibson saved 53 of them, right? 53 saves. He set a new Anaheim Ducks franchise record for the most saves in a game with those 53 saves. I feel bad for the guy, you know? I mean, he's such a good goaltender, and here we are, just they're allowing the other team, and this happens almost on a nightly basis with them, just lighting him up. And a team like Pittsburgh, who has a lot of weapons, you just can't do that, man. You just can't do that. You've got to shut them down. Shut them down. Don't give Crosby, Gensel, Malkin, Rickard Rakell, don't give them anything. You know, they're going to get their chances because they're really good players, but you have to put you got to put a lot of pressure on those guys. Man up on them, man on man. Don't give them any room out there to get the kind of shot totals they had. You know, now Pittsburgh showed they're a pretty deep team. They had some other players putting the puck in the net last night. And so, you know, ultimately, you know, they looked really good. So I know Pittsburgh struggled a little bit there. They're kind of one of those teams. It's like, well, are they going to get into the playoffs? And if so, how far are they going to get? Are they just going to, you know, out in the first round type thing, which more than likely is going to happen. Unless they can pick it up and really start, you know, producing and kicking some butt, it doesn't look so good for them, I don't think. I think they'll probably squeak in, but they'll probably be out in the first round. So, all in all, when you look at it, the Ducks were doing pretty well. They were getting points, kind of turned things around. Last night's game was a huge step back, probably a couple steps back in the wrong direction. So, kind of sums up the season, doesn't it? Like that's how the season has been. I've talked about it, mentioned it before. Teams come in, they grab the Ducks, and they wipe their ass with us. Okay, they just wipe their ass with us, and that's kind of what happened last night. Pittsburgh wiped their ass with us and left Honda Center going, that was easy. That's what happened. Tough. So it was nice to see Rickard Rakell out there. I know he's having a good year for Pittsburgh. He was a good player, exciting player. He's actually doing really well in Pittsburgh. And I think that's just because of the players he's surrounded by. Crosby, okay? You know, guys like Crosby make you better and make you look even better because of how good Crosby is. So Rickard Rakell is benefiting from that for sure. He looks really good. So it's good to see him doing well. But ultimately, for the Anaheim Ducks, it was a couple of steps backwards in the wrong direction. They got Vegas tomorrow, like I mentioned earlier, in a matinee game. Vegas is good too, guys, and we're playing in their barn at T-Mobile. So, I don't know. We'll see. Ducks need to turn it around. Again, I've talked about it a million times. I am a huge fan of watching Dallas Eakins go down. Personally, I hope he gets fired before the season ends, but as we get closer to the trade deadline, it almost looks like Pat Verbeek, at this point, he knows the season's in the tank, in the toilet, and he's just going to ride him out for the rest of the year. I guarantee you that Jackass will not be behind the bench next year, and I will be super excited for that. I've got some videos out about some potential candidates for the next bench boss in Anaheim. We'll see, you know, more than likely anything that I thought won't even come to fruition. It'll be somebody at a left field that I never even thought would be. But doesn't matter. Dallas Eakins won't be there, and that's the most important thing. That ding-dong has got to go. Fire Dallas Eakins, please. I'd rather he do it now. Pat Verbeek, pull the trigger, please. I hate looking at the guy. So, either way, Ducks, again, we knew this season was in the toilet. We know we're in a huge major rebuild. I'm glad. It's nice to see the Ducks as a team aren't just going tank for Bedard and just like screw it, because players don't care, okay? It's the fans that talk about, you know, going after that number one draft pick and that kind of thing. The players don't care. They want to win no matter what. So they don't, there's a lot of pride, okay, for NHLers, and they want to win games. And at this point, you know that every player on the Ducks team knows that the season's been long over. At this point, it's just pride. going out there, winning games, showing that they're not a bunch of ding-dongs, okay? Last night, well, pretty bad. The scores last night for the Ducks, real quick before I go. Zegras, Mason McTavish, which is nice to see. I love seeing that kid score some goals. And John Klingberg had a goal as well, which is good because that increases his value because we definitely want him to go away as well. Before the trade deadline, I'm sure Pat Verbeek's going to pull the trigger and make him go bye-bye. But the better he looks, the more we might get in return. So that's good there. So, hey, thanks for watching. That's where the Ducks are at right now. Like I said, Vegas on Sunday, so watch that. Super Bowl Sunday, watch the Ducks. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Smash the like button. Let's blow it up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching. See you next time, guys. Bye.